And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and we're a couple days early today because normally I do a video on Thursday night detailing exactly what 2K has leaked or teased in regards to Friday's content. Well, guess what? We have Wednesday packs now called Mystic Packs. Mystic Packs are making their My Team debut tomorrow. Like this if you want us to reveal some cards. I love when they put that like this if you want. Of course, we want to see some cards. Duh. Anyways, this is kind of coming as a shocking surprise because we did not get primetime packs today. Now, I don't necessarily know if that means that we're done with primetimes, period, or what's going on. I doubt that we're done with prime times. I'm guessing they're going to continue to do primetime on Tuesday, but we do have Mystic packs coming tomorrow, so everyone's been kind of confused as to what those are. And we got an answer. Pink Diamond Giannis. Honestly, the card art is really sick. So we got a Pink Diamond Giannis coming. Honestly, not shocked. It's been a long time coming. This is the first Giannis card that we've gotten this year. He looks so yoked for no reason. Is he going to be that great? Yeah, I mean, this is basically the exact same time we got the Pink Diamond Giannis last year, so I will go take a look at that at 2KDB here in a second. But, I mean, there's not really much in regards of insight or commentary to really say. It's a Pink Diamond Giannis. You guys are going to open packs for it. We're all going to open packs for it. We're all going to want it. He's going to be like 600,000 to $1 million at the absolute low. So, but then they did a little remix action over here. Pink Diamond Tracy Mcgrady in the same set. My God. All right. A couple things to note here right off the bat. This is Raptors Tmac, which is typically not the case. Now, here's the thing about that, though. Because it's Raptors Tmac, we could easily see a Tmac that's not the greatest shooter and doesn't have great shooting badges. Also, he can only play small forward. No shooting guard eligibility at all, just small forward eligibility. Very interesting possibilities with this card here. I actually don't know what to expect from this Tracy McGrady. Even when it came to the Halloween Tracy McGrady last year, I kind of expected them to not give him clamps and a couple other defensive badges, so that really wasn't that surprising. But this is weird. I don't really know what they're going to do here at all. Like, small forward only, no shooting guard. I can't remember the last Tracy McGrady that was small forward only, or even small forward primary for that matter. But we should have really seen this coming because the gold Tracy McGrady in the base set was small forward only. So it's actually not that shocking when you think about it. But this is good. This is a good thing. No, I'm not just an irrational Tracy McGrady stan trying to convince myself that I should spend MT on this card. Him only playing small forward is actually a very good thing, and the reason for that is because it will lower his price a little bit. Hear me out. Look, there's already an incredibly large selection of small forwards of which people use. From Andre Carolinko to Nicholas Batum to Carmelo to Glenn Robinson. Like, there's already a lot of small forwards that people use already. Chris Mullin, even to a certain extent. The fact that he can't play shooting guard may stop at least a small fraction of the player base from bidding a bunch of MT on this Tracy McGrady. Now, there's going to be other people like myself who it is not going to stop. Honestly, I don't even know how much better he's going to be than Drexler, if we're being real. Now let's go take a look at 2KDB and see if we can see about what these cards are going to be like tomorrow. All right, so looking at the Giannis that came out around the same time last year. I mean, December 4th, 2020. This one will be coming out on 11/24, so about, 10, 11 days separation, I think. Wait. Yeah, something like that. It doesn't matter. I can't do math, dude. Leave me alone, all right? Honestly, I think this Giannis that we're getting tomorrow is going to be a carbon copy of this Giannis, like legitimately, aside from the fact that it'll be power forward / center as opposed to small forward, power forward. I mean, everything we're seeing here is going to be the same. 71 3-pointer, roughly. I could even see him raising it up at this point, but I guess we'll see. 93 speed, I mean, it seems too fast, but I guarantee that's what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Like I said, they came out almost a year apart on the dot. So expect the Giannis that we get tomorrow to be basically the exact same as this one. I don't really think there's going to be any differences, really. When you're looking at it, I mean, I'm sure the badge count will be basically the same. Shooting badges will be neutered. Like, I'm sure difficult shots, honestly, hot zone hunter, set shooter, with the hot zones being basically the same. He'll still have gold quick first step, downhill, floor general. He'll probably still have pogo, still have clamps, like all these defensive badges. I expect this card to be identical to what we're going to see tomorrow. If you guys remember last year, like he basically dunked over anybody and everybody. Like, like the mere thought of a pink Diamond Tmac has got me so excited I can't even talk at this point. But I mean, I expect the Giannis we get tomorrow to basically be the Flash 4 Giannis from this year. Like, if you want to go check this card out for yourself, basically see what we're getting tomorrow, decide, if it's worth even opening packs for or anything, go to 2KDB, go to 2K21, search Giannis, find this pink diamond Giannis right here. Or, sorry, this one specifically. This is basically the Giannis that we're going to be getting tomorrow. I don't see any real differences that we could see aside from like a random shooting badge like volume shooter being added, but I don't even think that's going to be the case. Maybe we see clutch shooter or whatever. I don't know. Now, as far as Tracy McGrady, we got one on October 30th of last year, and I expect the Tmac that we get tomorrow to be very similar stats wise to this Tmac. I mean, even like the overall badge count is probably going to be relatively the same. So the one thing I will say though is because it is a Toronto Raptors Tmac, I know 2K doesn't typically do this stuff where they base a card around, the player's abilities at that time of his career, which they used to do that stuff a lot better, but they don't really do that anymore. But all I'm saying is because it's a Raptors Tmac, I would not be shocked at all if he wasn't the greatest shooter. If they turn down some of his shooting badges and up some of his like speed and finishing badges instead, I mean, I still think he has like a, somewhere in the 80s 3-pointer, if not a 90, but I'm just saying it wouldn't shock me at all to see them kind of neuter his shooting a little bit and upgrade his finishing and like playmaking. It'd be nice to see some defensive badges, but I'm pretty sure they're going to do basically what this did. I mean, he's going to have some defensive badges, but I don't think he has high tier clamps. I don't think he's going to have like a bunch of these high tier defensive badges, but it remains to be seen. The fact that he can only play small forward is interesting. I mean, first off, like people are complaining about that, but that's just because we've been so used to T-Mac playing shooting guard. He's still 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan. Like he'll be able to play the small forward just fine. Like, and that's fine. People can discount the fact that he can't play shooting guard all they want. He's still probably going to be 600K, but I can dream. Like your boy can dream. Okay. I can dream that me with my paltry 360K MT can afford him when I won't be able to afford him. I'm aware of this. I will go without T-Mac. I know that. I'm just hoping there's some good budget cards in the mix. I guess we'll find out. But let's go take a look at the market and see if anything's really changing right now. All right, now let's look at some of Giannis's contemporaries or potential rivals. Dolph Shays would be one. There is literally two up. These cards were so impossible to pull that there's just not very many of them, so I don't expect any of them to go down in price. Andre Carolinko is actually an interesting case because you would think that this would hurt his value at least a little bit, but it didn't. It actually made him go up in price, which I find kind of interesting. Like, that's actually weird. I thought he would go down in price, but he actually went up in price. Nuts. Okay. Looking at some other guys that this might hurt their value a little bit. Let's look at like Miles Turner. I don't think that hurts his value. Dude, these packs didn't do anything to the market for these cards, like at all. It's actually kind of hilarious. Like OG and Anobi. There's 3 of them. Like, you know what I mean? There's 3. Klay Thompson, I don't think his value really gets... We don't really have any like high tier pure small forwards. I mean, Clyde Drexler maybe, but the fact that T-Mac can only play small forward is interesting. It doesn't really harm the value for anyone specifically. Drexler's down a little bit. Honestly, if I can't afford T-Mac, I'm just going to buy Drexler to make myself feel better. Penny Hardaway is still out here. Oh, I wonder if Penny Hardaway is being price fixed right now, considering every single penny is 99,000. Somebody just has like 6 pennies on deck. Like, okay. All right. Now, looking at some of these cards, I mean, I don't see anything dropping the price in any of these. I think maybe because we have a Giannis tomorrow, you might be able to get John Wall at a little bit cheaper of a rate than you would have been able to get him for the last few days. Why are you spending 600K on a John Wall, dude? He does have Hoff Chef, Hoff Quick First Step. Okay, this one might be kind of nice, but either way, it doesn't really matter. That's like way too much. There's really no cards that I think are really going to be affected by this in like a market crash. We're going to have to actually see what these cards are bringing to the table before anyone really is affected by them. If we're even seeing guys who are overrated, or I would say underrated, actually. Jason Tatum is an underrated card. People hate on this card for no reason. The only reason he's 100K is because he's rare. The fact that we're still seeing these cards go for over 100K, Richard Jefferson especially, like no one cares about Richard Jefferson, but he's still over 100K. Sean Marion is one of the worst releases in the game, still over 100K due simply to rarity. There's just no cards that can really drop in price. I mean, Jaylen Brown is significantly more expensive than he was before. It's crazy to see a Giannis and a Tmac get teased and the market take absolutely no hit whatsoever. And in a lot of cases, literally cards go up in price. Like Jimmy Butler didn't even take a hit. There's like 4 of him. These packs today were straight trash. Like straight trash. It's really interesting. I think everybody just knows that the pack odds are terrible. And Anthony Davis would be the one that I think might take the biggest hit off of Giannis. That's my theory anyway. But I'm not even sure if he's really taking a hit. I mean, there are a lot more of him than there normally are. So it looks like people are selling Anthony Davis in preparation for getting Giannis. But I think a lot of people are really just building up their bench and their starting lineup for the qualifiers. Keep in mind, we still got content coming on Friday, too. It's not like 2K is going to abandon the Friday content. So realistically, who knows what we're going to see on Friday? And honestly, who knows how big the Mystic set really is? I don't know if it's going to be like a primetime set where it's like, 2 cards or whatever. Also, I'm wondering if we get an NBA 75 Giannis. I bet we do. And that's the one that's going to be expensive. If we do see it, because, I mean, he made the NBA 75. Why would you not? If we don't see an NBA 75 Giannis tomorrow, that could mean 2 things. Either A, we're getting another Giannis in the near future that's going to have an NBA 75 version, or B, that means that the NBA 75 Giannis is likely one of the lock-ins, which is horrifying to think about because that lock-in Giannis is going to be ridiculous. Even looking at some of the primetime guys, I mean, like Grant Hill's gone up in price, which makes no sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. If Batum's gone up in price, I'm selling him. Oh, he absolutely has. I think it's time to abandon my man Nicholas Batum. You know what? It's like I don't even feel like really selling cards because, like, I'm not going to pull T-Mac out of packs, and he's going to be 500K regardless. I'm just hoping he kind of sucks. That's my thought anyway. Like, I actually, for the first time in my life, think T-Mac, or like hope T-Mac sucks. Like, I do. I hope he's trash. I hope he can't play defense or something. Just some other way that I could get him for relatively cheap. Because I absolutely will use him at the small forward position. My small forward position is trash as it is. Wait, where's my main team? Oh. Yeah, because I just sold Andre Carolinko earlier, so I don't even have AK anymore. Which is fine because I'll just run Batum at power forward with George Mikan. Like, I don't really care, or I'll run Robert Covington. Like, it truly doesn't matter. Melo will hit the bench with the quickness for Tracy McGrady. I'm leaving an open spot for this man right here. You know what I mean? It is what it is. If I were to pull Giannis, I would scoot George Mikan over to the power forward and run Giannis at center like a true toxic cheese ball. Either way, I don't think many cards are going to be that cheap this evening, but it is worth looking just to see. Look at this budget squad. Mikal Bridges might have to come out. Mikal Bridges might have to come out and make an appearance tonight. It is worth keeping an eye on certain cards that you're looking at, though. I mean, if there's like a certain card that you're really excited for or you've been wanting to get for a while, it's worth keeping a look on them. Like Clay has only gone up in price because T-Mac can't play shooting guard for whatever god-awful reason. Even Dikembe Mutombo, I don't even think is down in price. No, like the market has seen no noticeable effects. I'm not sure what's going on over at PlayStation. So if you've seen anyone take a noticeable dive over on PS, let me know. Keep in mind, we're also getting a Pink Diamond TTO event this weekend as well, in addition to Friday content. So it's going to be interesting to see. Like, I want to see exactly what they do in regards to that. As far as the TTO event and triple threat event, mark my words, I personally think, not this one, this Steph Curry is going to be involved, or the Moments one, probably the Moments one, is going to be involved in the TT event. Or unmasked KD, who no one will ever see. This card is still ridiculously expensive. I mean, you could nab him for cheaper, but I highly doubt it. Like, I really do. Every card is more expensive. This news has done absolutely nothing. Like, it's crazy, dude. Whatever. As always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. You know I'll be up bright and early, ready to open some packs tomorrow. Probably be disappointed, probably be sad, but I guess we'll find out, right? Drop a like on this video. Comment down below. Come hang out. I'm about to be streaming in like 15 minutes or whatever. Well, I don't know when this is going to come out, I guess. I'll be streaming at like 6:45, 7 p.m. Central Time. So come hang out, wallow with me while I think about the fact that I'm not getting Tmac. Peace out, guys.